What's up, family? Welcome to Content Conversations. I'm Professor Braxt, and today we'll be talking about brand identity 101. As you know, with Content Conversations, I try to make it like 4 to 5 minutes, and we just kind of talk about personal experience, where I've been, and how I do my thing within the topic of ViralU for the week. And so with brand identity and me, when I first was starting to just post for myself, I was kind of like the funny guy, but then I was also like the content guru, but then I was also like the family man. And you know, I had like motion with all of them because they were true to me and true to myself, but I really wasn't putting out there what the brand is. Like, who am I? What am I? And why am I, right? And so I had to realize, like, or not realize, but I had to think about, what do I want people to take away when they come to my page? And so for me, I realized that I wanted people to come to my page and see that I was, one, an amazing, loving father, but then also a content guru that had a sense of humor. And so now, with me lining it up that way, using human side and genius side content, I was able to just start bringing people in and to begin to amass a small, very small following because I've been so away from my brand, working on other brands. And so this is really like the first time I've really just got deep into creating for my people and not just working on major shows or working with artists and celebrities. And so it's feeling good for me. But one thing I'll tell you about brand identity is that you will confuse people if you don't find a way to mesh your entire experience of your brand and your identity together. Because if you're a funny guy one day, but then a dead serious guy another day, then people don't know what to expect when they come to your page. And so not having a good brand identity would be like your favorite TV show not having a good plot. And so that's like they kill a character one day and then he just pops up in a scene random with no story the next day. Like if they would have brought Ghost back from Power, but they never said how or why they brought him back, right? And so that's what you have to think about, is that when you're creating content, you are a TV show and you are a network. So you want your entire timeline and story to just mesh together in a way that people get it. So if you're a funny content creator, then you're probably a funny dad as well. So make sure to keep the humor rolling in all of them while still being the multiverse of whoever you are. Like when I'm being the multiverse of Braxton, you're probably going to always get a little bit of humor. When I'm dealing with my kids, it's always a laughing time. My son is the producer of this show. He's literally sitting behind the camera now, making sure I don't mess up, and my phone is about to die. And so he's going to be letting me know in a minute that we have to stop. But what I'm telling you is make sure that people get to see all sides of you, but it's cohesive. Make sure your content is cohesive and it makes sense in the timeline of who you are and who the brand is as well, right? And so you don't want to have a confusing brand. So if it's a funny brand, make sure that's in the tone. If it's a serious brand, make sure that's in all of your tones. If it's a loving father that is funny, make sure that in your tone, it's always that. And don't be scared to mix it all together. Your content should be jambalaya, but one thing about jambalaya is that it's in harmony. It's kind of like a band. You hear the trumpet, saxophone, trombone, and they all sound amazing together, and they're playing the same song, right? And so that's what you want to do. You are a symphony as a person and collective experiences. Make sure your collective experiences match together in a cohesive way. This is Braxton Starks. This was creative. This was Content Conversations. I hope you gained a lot from it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And remember, Viral Playbook is for sale. It's $30 for me, or you can pay $9.99 and get it on Kindle for an ebook. See you in a minute, family.